All right, so we got our whole side of redfish, the collar, the belly, everything's still intact. So we're gonna go ahead and trim out this belly piece here, the little extra piece we left on the fish. So the collar runs right along here. We're just gonna go ahead and start at the end of the collar and run it all the way down to where the belly ends. Tip of the knife works good for this. All right, pop that out. And there's our belly piece. Here's our fillet. Everybody knows what to do with that. So what we're gonna do is kind of take off this particular fin right here. The little side fin is just really bony, not a whole lot of meat on it. So we're just gonna go ahead and get that out of the way. It's a lot easier to cut from the other side. So here's our fin. The bony structure is right in here. So we're just gonna take any old knife, get it in there. So there's that bone right there. Really nothing to eat on there. Mainly just a bony structure. So we're gonna get rid of that, we don't need it. There's another little bony structure at the very end here. Sometimes you just gotta get your knife under there and just pull it out by hand. There's not much to it, just a couple little bones there at the end. And the only other bone left is right here, which is attached to your fin. I like to leave that one on there so you can tell where this piece of meat came from, but not a piece of, bone you gotta worry that anybody's gonna eat by accident. Other than that, that's pretty much all the bones you're gonna find in there. So we're gonna remove the skin. The way I like to do it is just get my knife gently in between the meat and the skin, grab it with my thumb, and rather than using your knife, just gently wiggle the meat back and forth, and the knife will kind of do its work on its own. All right, keep going and try to get it all the way through like that. And what you're left with is this redfish belly. And this particular piece of meat has most of the fat stored on the redfish. Redfish are pretty darn lean. You're not gonna find a lot of fat on it, but if you do find any fat, this is where it's gonna be. You can trim it up a little bit if you want, but really all this stuff, as soon as you put it in a hot skillet, melts away. I like to blacken it however you want to serve it, but 2 great pieces of meat off every fish most people pass by. I tell you what, don't miss it. You could feed another person with every fish you catch.
More information about the great food at GW Finn's restaurant can be found on their website at gwfins.com. Like the Big Chill, the Big Easy, the Big Top, or the Big Apple, here we do the Big Fish. It's about the adventure and experience of fishing as much as it is about trophies and limits. Now, fishing information for Southeast Louisiana is key here, but we will bring you recipes and other content related to the lifestyle that goes with the big fish. So please subscribe, like, notify, comment, share, and all the things that are part of the YouTube universe. We're going to get better at adding new content every week and want to know what you think. Appreciate you checking us out. Let us know what you want, and we'll do what we can to make it happen.